Hey guys, here is Friday, so it is time yet for another lesson in our fun facts. Today we're going to talk about Rahab and the Spies. Now 40 years had passed and Moses had died, and God chose Joshua to take his place as leader. The time had come to conquer Canaan, the promised land. The Israelites camped on the far side of the river Jordan, opposite the city of Jericho. Joshua sent 2 spies across the river. To avoid suspicion, they stayed the night at the house of Rahab. Now, Rahab was a prostitute, but the king of Jericho got to know of it, and he sent his men to capture them. Now, Rahab quickly hid the spies on the roof of her house under the flax she had spread out to dry. When the king's men came, she told them that the 2 strangers had gone. Then she went to the spies and said, I know that God has given this land to the Israelites. We have heard how he brought you out of Egypt, and we are all afraid. Promise me that my family and I will be safe when you take the city. You have saved our lives, said the men. We promise if you don't tell anyone that what we've been doing. Rahab lived in a house built into the city wall. So she let the men down from the window by a rope, and they escaped to report back to Joshua. But before they left, they gave her a red cord to tie to the window, so that they would know which house was hers when they captured the city, and not to destroy, the people in here. Okay, I know it's a short lesson, but sometimes that's okay. Fun facts. What book in the Bible speaks of treasures of the snow? Job, chapter 38, verse 22. Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of the hill? God has used the elements of nature to bring about his will. In Judges 5, Barak defeats the army of Sisera when God causes a torrential rainfall, causing their chariots to be stuck in the mud, so they have to flee on foot. God caused hailstones to fall from the sky, destroying the Amorites in Joshua chapter 10. And in 1 Samuel 7, God uses thunder to confuse the Philistines, giving Israelite the victory. Now, the Bible says men should pray everywhere. In 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8, I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. The Bible talks about entertaining angels in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. And by the way, this is my very favorite verse out of the Bible. It says, Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. You never know who God is going to place in your path to help, to pray for them, a kind word to help them. You never know. Did you know there were 2 sets of twins in the Bible? We all know Jacob and Esau, which was born to Isaac and Rebekah. And you can read about them in Genesis chapter 25, verses 22 through 23. But there was Perez and Zerah, who was born to Tamar. In Genesis chapter 38, 27 through 30, Perez and Zerah were a result of the widow Tamar disguising herself as a prostitute and sleeping with her father-in-law Judah. Now, who was the only disciple that we know for sure was married? Now, this one was new to me. I'd never noticed it before. Peter Simon, whose mother-in-law was mentioned in Mark chapter 1, verse 30. But Simon's wife's mother lay sick of a fever, and anon they tell him of her. That was our fun facts this week in our lesson. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you all. I will see you next Friday. Bye.